Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-September 2021 General Tarot update. It's Rena here. I was really getting into the rhythm of that shuffling. It was almost putting me in a trance. Okay. The heart of the matter is the Queen of Cups, and this is a card of Cancer. So if there's a Cancer person in your life, maybe this is somebody that you are attracted to. You and Cancer do tend to find each other sometimes. And this is a person who is very sensitive, maternal, and psychic. And, you know, sensitive and psychic can be synonymous, or artistic, you could say. Perhaps this is something that is happening for you right now, that you are having a spiritual awakening. Sometimes this manifests as having extrasensory abilities that maybe you didn't have before, you didn't know that you had. You know, people who just are able to suddenly have premonitions, or I don't know if it works that way, but in any case, there may be something going on in your life that is making you feel like the Queen of Cups. Or sometimes this can be a card of motherhood. Aries as a sign is a masculine sign. And that doesn't mean that Aries women, for instance, don't want children. That's silly. And actually, even though I would say this is the sign of the mother, it's the mother represents nurturing, so it doesn't have to be gender specific. A man can want children just as fervently as a woman, because they want to nurture someone. So a man can be like this as well. And maybe you might even have your moon in Cancer, who knows? Or Cancer rising Aries, so you would have that built into your, makeup. But anyway, there might be one of these issues coming up for you at this time. If I keep going, we can hone it down. So in the past position, we have the Five of Wands. This is a card sometimes of competition, the dog-eat-dog environment. I associate with career matters. Wands can be career. An example would be someone who is in that work environment that is very hectic or very competitive, and they just don't want to have to live that type of lifestyle anymore. Aries is a very competitive sign, so this would be very uncharacteristic of you. Usually you are up for a good fight, a good dueling match, whatever you want to call it, jousting match. But even Aries people, they may have a season of their life where they are becoming more mellow, more, less combative. Sometimes I think that the combative part of Aries, or the anger, that part of Aries is something that leaves them when they really find what they are meant to do, or if they are with a person. If they find the right person, then they might lose that desire to be aggressive, for instance. And so you may be someone who is really cares about someone, and you are no longer interested in battling it. Now, if the Five of Wands, I can see that as a marriage situation that has gone sour. So maybe you're noticing that you and another person are fighting a lot. If this person is a Cancer, one thing I can just say off the bat is that the bone of contention that can be really big is that you may feel like the Cancer person treats you like a child, like they see you, they don't see you as an adult. That happens, I think that happens a lot with Cancer and fire signs in general, that they seem immature, irresponsible, and really it's because I'm a Sagittarian, so I'm fire. It's because we're more spontaneous. We're not like overscheduled. We tend to like to do things on the spur of the moment, or have that freedom, which is very much a hallmark of fire signs, to just do things when we feel like doing them. And Cancer is more, I think, in that mode of like being a planner and stuff like that. So that ability to, that there might be a clash there between your spontaneity and Cancer's caution. Cancer may think that you're insensitive to him or her, and you might think that they're kind of a snowflake, you know. So I just wanted to put it out there if there's somebody who is literally dealing with a Cancer. The higher message is the Knight of Cups. So what with those three cards on top, I feel like what might be happening, Aries, is that it's like your heart chakra is opening up. And the Five of Wands, it could be possible that you were really, in some cases, the instigator. Maybe you had a lot of aggression inside of you, like I had said. And now you are more sensitive and open to love. And the Knight of Cups is really that you have to wait for your prince. And if you're a man, you can wait for your prince too. But I mean, that's like an archetype. It means just the person that is meant to be for you, but is coming from a heart centered place. Looking at that Five of Wands, wands can be about passion, and that can be like sexual passion. And Aries is a very lusty sign, and sometimes you tend to think with your loins. You get attracted to somebody, but it's more of a physical thing. And it's not to say, oh, well, that doesn't matter at all or anything like that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take that under consideration if you're physically attracted to someone, but to overemphasize it can often lead you to be in a love-hate relationship with somebody where you have like this amazing physical passion, but you have like, it's almost like a hatred. I don't know how else to characterize it. I read about these things where people have like this very, they joke about angry sex or something like that. And that's the kind of thing, it's like, why would you even put those two words together? But it's really like coming from a place of, I think, drama, passion, and feeling that that's the only way to have an exciting relationship. When you find somebody that also stimulates your mind and your soul, you're going to be a happy camper, Aries, because you're a very intelligent person. people may not perceive that about you first and foremost because you're very active, you're very vital, you're a very energetic person, and you may have a physicality about you. Think Marlon Brando, and he was, I think he had a sun and a moon in Aries, and there's like this, Russell Crowe. I never hear about Russell Crowe anymore. Never. I haven't heard about him in ages. But he's another Aries, and there's like this raw, just this real raw sex appeal, I guess you would call it. And yet, these people are very intelligent. Aries people are very intelligent, and they're also, you can also have a very devout spiritual life if that's what you put your attention on. And that's why I'm saying, I feel like with the Queen of Cups, that might be something that has been, in the works for you. You have Neptune in the 12th house, for instance, and that's Neptune's own house. So that might be part of what is happening. And by the way, there is going to be a full moon in that 12th house. Oh, maybe that has something to do with this as well, because a full moon in the 12th house can really kind of be psychic. The 12th house is also the house, the 12th house is a spiritual house, but it can be the house of the dream state, so, and the house of past lives, so that can trigger recall in that area through the dream state, or just some kind of revelation that is, a spiritual download, spiritual insight. What crosses you is the Seven of Pentacles. This is the farmer's card. The farmer, waiting on his harvest. In this particular case, and this is the Pentacles, so there's like this material connection to it. But we can just look at anything that you put attention on and invest time in. How does it, what does it give you back? How does it nourish you? And so an example would be if you have a connection with somebody and that person, it's like almost like on again, off again, or something like that. There's not this continuity. There's this kind of, it's full of drama. And so there's always separations, and then you're getting back together, but it's not stable. You may feel like your energy, the time and energy that you're putting into it, is not paying off and is really draining you psychically, maybe even physically. So the point being that this is in the challenge position, so you may not be regarding this as important. I think that this card really points to one of the things that is problematic with Aries, which is that you tend to be very impatient and you don't really wait for things to pay off or to hit their groove, kind of like gel. You might just kind of move on to the next thing when you're going to make it. Now, I don't want to say that Aries people aren't successful, because I think that they are among the most successful. But I think that the reason for that is that you're always initiating things. You're not just staying in place. And I think that eventually you hit it big because the timing is right. But it's very hard for you to kind of hang in there and just like hope for the best and be very patient and take comfort in little growth. You want the big growth, whether it's like if you've created your own business, and that might be it too. Like maybe you are wanting a more artistic career or healing arts career, and you have even initiated this, but it seems like it's slow going. Don't throw in the towel too quickly. If you're artistic or something like that, you may have actually overemphasized how quickly it was going to all just gel. And that might have been being overly confident, overly optimistic about it. What is coming in is the King of Pentacles. This is very good for money. This is being on top of your game, being in control of your resources to the highest degree, and that includes manifesting them. So whatever is going on, it looks like it's going to pay off. If you have the patience to see it through. The outcome is the Tower card. This is the card of release. But I feel like it's releasing you from an unpleasant situation. And if this is relationship related, I feel like the person that comes into your life may be an earth sign after all. Now you're opening your heart chakra, so that means that you are represented by the cups. But this other person may be an earth sign, and they might be a Taurus, Capricorn. I think Capricorn is a definite possibility, fellow cardinal sign, or a Virgo. This person is mature, if not chronologically, then emotionally, but they're also financially established. If this is something to do with a business or something like that, this might be somebody that you consult, and whether it's an accountant but it's more like, to me, somebody that can, lend you money or give you advice. To me, the Tower card is a breakthrough. It's not, I don't see it as a negative at all. So it's taking it to the next level in success. I hope that this resonated, Aries. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.